everyone, welcome to episode 7 of my Apocalypse challenge. In the last episode we have unlocked 3 restrictions, so we are balling, by which I mean we are able to read the newspaper and use alien technology again. As per tradition, we have left it right to the end of our heir Selena's adult life bar to make Generation 4. She and husband Forrest are just finishing that up, and of course we also have little Luna, who is the result of a trade, shall we say, that Forrest made with some aliens. We are about to experience what I am terming Apocalypse Dead Time. At the moment, kids in this challenge can't really do anything, and so we've just got to keep Selena alive throughout her pregnancy. Though, as someone did note to me in the comments last time, Selena actually came home from work with the flu, so her triumphant return has been marred slightly. Luckily, the grimy conditions have bolstered everyone's immune systems, and Selena didn't stay sick for very long. Selena and Forrest were successful on the first try. Go team! Welcome to the future. We are unleashing the technology that the aliens provided to us and getting an energizer. No more pregnant Sims on the verge of death. As long as the Sim in the household is in a good mood aspiration-wise, we basically have unlimited use of these things. If you don't use these, by the way, this is an aspiration reward, which once your Sim steps inside, it maximizes all of their motives. Is this overpowered? Possibly. But I think we've done our time with the screaming, so let's enter our relaxation era. Maternity leave is not available, so Selena is having to quit her job as a media magnate, but her contributions to the newspaper shall live on, for we are now able to read the newspaper and also look at all 3 jobs that are available daily. See, for the first time in this challenge, I didn't have to cancel a Sim autonomously reading the newspaper, so we have Forrest here reaping the benefits of his wife's hard work and checking the news. Forrest is a bit of an enigma, actually. His lifetime want this whole time has been to become a cult leader, and since the advent of spring, he's pretty much consistently had the want to be struck by lightning. It's not giving mentally stable. I don't know how he became a lawyer. Forrest has now aged to an elder, his lovely ginger hair replaced by very distinguished silver. He's no longer controllable and can't work. He hasn't had a job for years, so that's okay. But I am looking forward to approximately 15 Sim days of constant screaming. It's baby time! One day that pop-up is going to tell me that it's twins and I will simply rage quit, but not this time. Here's baby Clint. He is named after Hawkeye from the Avengers. It looks like he is going to be looking identical to the previous 3 generations, so get ready for more incorrect name dropping. Yep, that's Forrest kidnapping the baby and letting it scream in his arms for 8 hours rather than changing the diaper. I don't know if there's something a bit awry in the baby care coding in The Sims 2, because I'm sure Sims can autonomously change diapers, but apparently not if they're already holding them. So Clint, he's been baby napped. Luna is now a beautiful teenager. It's actually really lucky that we have her around because it is saving Clint from the potentially deadly fate of being raised by 2 uncontrollable elders. Even her apocalypse outfit looks great on her. She has rolled a primary aspiration of fortune and a secondary of family, so I feel less bad about the fact that she is essentially going to have to raise Clint by herself at the ripe age of 14. Okay, I've got a new technique here. Every time Forrest picks up the baby, I'm having another Sim distract him so he puts Clint down. Selena has got food poisoning. I very much did not notice that happening. I'm sure some mouldy hot dogs are to blame. I don't know, despite all our success last episode, there is still a general miasma of misery about the place. I think the culinary career really needs to be the next thing that we unlock. Forrest peeing himself, not really part of the challenge. We have been allowed to use toilets this entire time. That's really on him. I don't know if the aliens have damaged him somehow, because this is not the same guy who reinstated a codified set of laws to this land. Luna's furious with her father. Is that because of the piss? The pissing thing? Patroclus is back. It's been a while. I guess for a generation there, this family wasn't so supernatural friendly, but I suppose an alien and a zombie could be a natural kin. This is another thing that drives me up the wall in this challenge. The intelligence restrictions mean you can't have anyone who isn't a family friend come in the house. So I figured the easiest way to manage this is just lock the door. But it creates this like caterwauling cult of congestion on the porch if you leave a visitor unattended for 10 seconds. Selena is now old too. I'm no longer making promises about not complaining about elder Sims. I gave Diana a pass because she was really a diamond in the rough, but these guys, I don't know. Diana had Riz, she had charm. These guys just have food poisoning. Clint is having somewhat a delayed birthday because he got baby napped by his dad for about 8 hours, but he has inherited his dad's big hair, so hopefully I will be able to tell him apart from those who have gone before. Luna again, friend to all weirdos. Here's my zombie sim self. Oh, unfortunately we are not getting on. We have a -4 relationship. Oh, and here's Victor. Loyal watchers will remember Victor as the man who passed up an opportunity to live in this apocalypse home by rejecting Selena's proposal. So now he sits on the floor in the rain outside. Baby Clint is so starved for attention from his family and milk that he is asking me for a bottle. There's some really poor parenting skills on display here. We have a touching father-daughter bonding moment outside the fridge. This particular set of Sims were like extra screamy. I don't know why they were worse, but even watching this footage back was starting to annoy me. Clint did learn to speak. He might be the first Sim for an entire generation to do so. Wow. Just wow. Phenomenal work by me there. Actual toddler abuse. Clint has managed to grow up with 0 aspiration perks to redeem. That's a new record, so we are going to enjoy maximum struggles for Generation 4. I'm just going to watch the kids sleep because the screaming coming from downstairs outside the fridge was negging me too much. Oh god, my eyes still start twitching every time there's a grill fire. Luckily, Luna's got it under control, but it does mean the hot dogs are burned, so we're only going to get about a 3-hour reprieve before the screaming starts. Clint's hair is full of secrets. He's clearly harbouring an artistic soul because he is desperate to get at that easel. We're calling everyone we know now that it's Tuesday. Victor is continuing his tradition of pieing every member of the family. Clint, spelling bee champion, let's go. Oh wow, I don't know if you can see back there, but if you heard that big boing noise, that was the sound of Selena and Forrest falling out of love, because I think Forrest rejected a flirt from his wife because he's just too hungry to deal with that. Well, Forrest, you were a lawyer, you could probably get a pretty sweet divorce payout considering your contributions. Alas, you are uncontrollable, so they are stuck together for the foreseeable future. Meanwhile, Luna and Clint are getting on really well, which is great. Oh, that wasn't so great. Luna, that was pretty disgusting, actually. You already live in filth. Let's not make it worse. Oh, they're back in love. Or at least in crush. That's okay. No doomsday divorce lawyers required. Oh dear, we've got another bin kicker. Like step-uncle? Like niece? Luna is not having a great teenagehood because she wants to go to college and I'm not letting her. Or rather, the rules of the challenge are not letting her. Not sure if this is the family sim in her, but the only other wants we are rolling are to flirt. So this poor townie has been accosted for aspiration farming purposes. This is really the spring thunderstorm of love. Remember when I was complaining about the snow? Well, it's now raining 24/7. Oh no! Turns out mouldy burnt hot dogs were simply not enough nutritional content to keep Selena alive. Okay, this is probably one of my most sociopathic moments in the challenge so far, but I did not have Luna plead for Selena's life because, well, if I brought her back, it would just be to do more of the same, like screaming about her needs, living an uncontrollable half-life, so it was a mercy. It was a mercy to let her go. It's kind of messed up, though. I don't feel good about that. Well, Selena, it was lovely to know you. You really stepped up into a role that you were not destined for and fulfilled it admirably by being the first heir since Tony to actually reach the top of a career and have a baby. So Impeccable time management skills there. The reforms you made to the Apocalypse mail will live long after you have. Oh, I'm not doing 2 deaths in one night. Come on, Luna. Good. I think the grill fire is the new broken sink. We've had 3 last episode, and that's another 2. Clint, supremely unbothered by the whole thing. Luna's out here being the bisexual representation we all deserve. Victor's back, clearly has realised his mistake now that Selena has passed. Forget it, buddy. You've had your chance. I am glad he's no longer got that freezing skin layer, though, and is back to his normal colour. Stargazing is another activity that builds fun while building skills, which means the kids can do it. Our time of chess champions may be over. We're moving on to a generation of astronomers. Eee! Luna fulfilling some misguided stereotypes there. Honestly, impressive. Most of this family are just getting with people purely for practical procreation reasons. Luna's just out here having fun, and good for her. Looks like Luna's not the only one. There's some nonsense going on out there on the porch between Forrest and this townie, who, if I'm not mistaken, was Diana's girlfriend at one point. I need to generate some more townies for this neighbourhood before things get too worryingly incestuous. These guys could give Joey Chestnut a run for his money. They are hot dog maxing. Okay, Luna's grovelling to, I want to say Armando, mostly because I don't want him to steal our newspapers, and he's pretty annoyed about her quote-unquote cheating on him. I mean, come on. But Selena worked hard to get those editions up and running, so I don't want him nicking them. Ugh, it's not working. He's really mad. After years spent screaming in front of it, Forrest finally gets to find out. Does the fridge light stay on when the doors are closed? Bye, Forrest. That was a super short elderhood, full of misery, but thank you, Forrest. You really pulled one out of the bag with that level 9 law career you moved in with. Clearly, you were one of very few Sims actually working on rebuilding society, unlike most of the layabouts who end up on our porch. So thank you for restoring law and order to Sim society, and we forever appreciate you sacrificing your bodily autonomy for alien technology. Men come and go as leaves, year by year, upon the trees. Those of autumn the wind sheds upon the ground, but when the spring returns, the forest buds forth with fresh vines. Even so, it is with the generations of mankind. The new spring up as the old are passing away. That's a little quote from the Iliad there, just my long-ass way of saying that Clint transitioned to a teenager the same day that his dad died. The hair is getting bigger and bigger with every age transition. Now the good news is that teenagers can use this energizer machine, so I'm just popping him in there while this aspiration bar is still gold. He's rolled popularity, so I think we should be able to keep him happily. Family friends are a key part of this challenge. I can see here that I opened this panel but then didn't choose a secondary. I think I probably rolled like romance or pleasure or something and decided to just bin it off and keep him with the one aspiration. We are in uncharted waters here with just the 2 teenagers. Not a huge amount of progress can be made right now. We can work on family, friends and logic skill, but otherwise we're just going to be treading water for a couple of sim weeks. No school, of course, which means I've got both of them here at home all day. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen if Luna's going to be making enemies. We are going to need to patch up that relationship in time for either of these lovely Sims to transition to adults and get a job. Luckily it's Tuesday. Let's see if we can apologise over the phone. Oh, it's Luna's birthday. Let's get the aspiration failure over with. Yep, and there it is. Quick little flirt cheered her right up. So becoming an adult's usually pretty exciting in this challenge because they can start working on unlocking stuff. But as I did explain last episode, Luna can't unlock anything because she's not genetically related to the main family. Her dad was a townie and her other parent is of course an alien. So I'm very pleased to have her actually, because having Clint living by himself would have been a bit scary, but we are still in kind of apocalypse dead time right now. The paper thief strikes again. We're going to have to do something about this. Can I kill him? Please, please, can we smite him? Right, no smiting required. We've managed to make friends with Armando, but I think he's still mad. Let's do some apologising. I don't know what's going on out here. This family are local celebrities, so there's always people around, mostly conglomerating on the porch, and these 2 decided to start a fight. Oh, hell no. Armando's got his sneak on trying to steal our paper again. Quick, distract him. I got Luna a job. She's going to join the architecture career. It can't unlock anything for us, but it will get her a free lunch. Oh, more apologising, more red hands. Oh, we're doing really badly with this guy. Clint was pretty lonely with Luna out at work, so I thought maybe he could, chat with Armado, sweet talking him into stopping stealing our newspaper, but after just 3 conversations, they hate each other. Yeah, okay, he's just got it out for us. Well, we have our first apocalypse enemy, you guys. The community spirit is dwindling. Maybe Clint is actually just a nasty person because Luna's new boyfriend doesn't like him either. Luna's really the only one keeping this family's social life in one piece. Okay, maybe Clint isn't the social disaster I thought him to be. He has managed to wrangle a back rub out of this nice townie. Another day, another fire. Another day, another flood. I'm afraid that due to the way townie aging works, or doesn't work in The Sims 2, we are recycling girlfriends. I believe Diana had a tryst with this lady barely a generation ago. What is happening to this neighbourhood? There's so much fighting going on. Has Selena reinstating the paper somehow sparked political division or something? I have never seen everyone so mad. Clint is truly a man of the future. He hasn't eaten anything for days. I just shove him in this energizer every time he starts whinging. Meanwhile, Luna gets fed most days at work, so suddenly, you know what, culinary doesn't even seem that important anymore. Just a little atmospheric shot for you all. Robert Eggers shaking right now. So Luna is not allowed, I'm pretty sure, to get married, but she did rather want to go steady and get engaged to this man, which I don't think is against the rules in any way. Imagine if I knew his name. I think it's Armin, but I might just be thinking that because he has the same face template as Armin Sims, the default townie in the red shirt. Alright, it is Clint's adult birthday. Apologise for the awful camera work, you can barely see him. But he's the first in the family for ages to not have an immediate mental breakdown upon becoming an adult. So after all that sweating to get Selena to the top of the journalism career, we are actually just taking the first job in the newspaper because it's medical, which I'm so pleased to see because you know what that gives us? Showers. Clint, if you or I don't fluff this up, you could be the first sim for 4 generations to actually get clean. Plus, the medical career track has a distinct advantage that I'm pretty sure the skills you need are like logic, cleaning, and mechanical, all of which are pretty easy to get, especially as Clint has been embracing tradition and has nearly maximized his logic points from playing chess all the time. Okay, Luna's actually stunning. I am in love with her little elf ears. These two are so cute together, seriously. They've got this forged in fire, trauma bonded relationship and they're like the best friends ever. Someone commented, I think it was in the last video, if they could see a family tree. So here, I'm not sure this is actually going to help illuminate anything, but this is the family tree. So we've had Tony, our founder, married to Gina. They had 2 children. The heir was Peter. He married Townie Gwen. They had 2 children, but the oldest, Steve, died very young, which made Selena the heir. She married Forrest, a townie. Together they only had 1 child, which is Clint, who we've been hanging out with today. And Forrest also got abducted by aliens, and so that's why Luna's here. Does that help? Probably not. I think someone died with the family computer in their inventory, so I have bought Luna a new one because she wanted to gain a creativity skill. There's not a lot of stake in her getting promotions and stuff, but it doesn't hurt to keep her happy. Okay, little experiment, because as soon as I bought a computer, Mr. Medicine over here rolled a want to play a banned computer game. So I wanted to see whether if I put it away, that want would go away, and it did immediately. I wish I knew that when Peter was still alive and desperate to play, is it SSX 3? Unfortunately it did get replaced with a want to go on a date, which we also can't do. Though I am glad Peter is showing an interest in dating and making the next generation, because he was giving a romantic for a minute there. Editing me here, his name is Clint, has been well established. That's Clint at level 3, a nurse. Just a reminder, this man has not gone to medical school, or in fact any school really. I think he can just about read. Oh wow, just like real life, these medical shifts are brutal. He came home for like 2 hours and was straight back out there. Well, I, for one, am reassured that we've got our big head boy out there fighting the good fight against zombie bites and radiation poisoning. Oh wow, he's flying through the ranks. Okay, now that our career is established, we need to consider making the next generation. Unfortunately, the first adult townie he checked out made him want to throw up. Okay, the second one was a bigger hit, but she is also flirting with some other dude right in front of his face. Cool Pythagoras, we have got love triangles all over the place. Okay, maybe more of a love one-way street. Blondie here is not super interested. Well, if there's one thing you've got to work those long hours in a hospital, it is tenacity, and Clint's not giving up just yet. Another day, another sleigh. I don't know what a resident is. This might be displaying some immense ignorance, but I think this is an American word, and I don't know what the UK equivalent would be. But, you know, I assume he's helping people. That's what's important. Wow, that's the second time our telescope has been stolen. Okay, that's messed up. The telescope is like, whatever, we'll just buy a new one. But why are we stealing dirty towels? That's some black market weird stuff going on there. I have to say I don't really care. I mean, look at those family funds. I'm not getting upset about replacing a 2K telescope. Yeah, I'm buying the towel back. This is technically not allowed. I did say in like the very first episode that there were a few things in this house that were like slightly against the rules because I wanted it to look like Tony, the founder, had like stumbled upon an abandoned house. But the towel, I think it comes under like decorations, which were not allowed. But I just felt like it gave the bathroom a certain je ne sais quoi. So I have put it back. I don't know why Luna's throwing up. It's none of my business. I also repurchased the bookcase. It is the only thing in town standing between its residents and dying from an infection, as Clint needs it to gain whatever skill points it is to succeed in a medical career. Okay, I'm not amazingly proud of this, as I'm pretty sure this townie, Felicia, has dated at least 2 other people in this family. I'm pretty sure... Was she Diana's first kiss? And then she was also, like, flirting a little bit with Luna. Did she just earlier this episode? Very much not the distant past. But, you know, Clint's got to marry someone. Okay, she's like a popular girl. She's trying to network with me. I have to reject this kind offer as per the intelligence restrictions. Would you not kiss a guy in his tattered PJs out on the porch in the rain? This is like Lana Del Rey call. And it's another high-speed apocalypse romance. Well, welcome to Felicia. She's a knowledge sim. I love to see that. She's a lounge singer. What does the entertainment restrictions block? Let me check. Okay, it blocks, like, throwing parties and telling jokes. Honestly, I'm telling enough jokes for the whole neighborhood, so I might steer her on a different path. Maybe cooking, Felicia? How do you feel about that? She has an empty inventory as well, so that's pretty sweet. Let's get Felicia some more appropriate clothes. She is looking way too clean. Oh, she's a sponge bather, my perfect apocalypse woman. Clint has been upgraded to the master bed for reasons. Don't think too hard about those reasons. Those sheets have never been cleaned. I had a look for something more useful than entertainment for Felicia, but it was all either garbage or stuff we'd done before. Bathroom proposal time. Less Lana Del Rey, more Kesha. Do not hire me to be a wedding photographer. Oh, Clint's rolled a want to have a baby. Let's do it. Let's try a new tactic and get the babies done first and the careers done second. I may live to regret this, but hopefully it means my Sims will actually get to raise their children rather than just being uncontrollable and watching someone else do it. Felicia is another freak that wants to get struck by lightning. Not while you're carrying the air, you're not. We've got a nerd squad this generation. Everyone just wants to gain skills. Felicia, in some very lurid maternity pajamas there, is ushering in generation 5? Are we on 5 generations already? Naturally, you can see Hunger Bar in the red, not doing well here. No longer able to work, Felicia is quitting the entertainment career. That's really easy come, easy go. I don't think she ever actually went while she's been living here because it was her day off. Who knows, maybe I've culled a beautiful dream, but it's just not really practical right now. You know what is practical? Buying a telescope to fulfill a want so that we can get her in the Energizer. After a flying start, Clint did get stuck as a resident for a while, but thanks to this chance card, he is now a general practitioner. Now, even I know what that means. It means, don't get sick in this town because your doctor can't read. Oh no, Felicia's wet herself. Better than starving to death. Okay, we're having a bathroom baby. Good angle there. This cutie here is Clark, named after Clark Kent, who I believe is Batman. I have been reliably informed by the real-life Patroclus that obviously Clark Kent is Superman, not Batman, so I apologise and retract that previous statement. One of these Sims is going to have to reach the top of the law enforcement career and then I'll actually be able to make a joke about them being superhero. But they're all super to me. Ooh, Amado has finally forgiven Luna's teenage indiscretion. I thought he might steal the paper, but he's just having a friendly read. Balance has been restored to the neighbourhood. On that positive note, I think I'm going to end the episode here. I feel like that was quite a boring episode, but at the same time we did have 2 births, 2 deaths, and a marriage. So progress is moving swiftly onwards in the apocalypse. I do hope you enjoyed and that you will tune in next time to find out whether our illiterate general practitioner is able to restore health and wellness to the region. What will Felicia do now that she's quit the entertainment career? And what lies in store for baby Clark? Will he have siblings? Will he become a superhero? It's all to be found out. I'll see you there. Is it pronounced reprieve? Oh, that was terrible. I'm really fucking this up.